So I've created what I believe to be the highest DPS possible using minions without poison or animate weapon. So this is all stuff that you can sustain through a boss fight. There's no gimmicks, there's no like snowballing effect. This is just your minions. This is you in the boss room just summoning them. It's pretty simple. So what you need is you need every single mana reservation on the node on the tree, reduce mana reservation node on the tree, except for this one and this one. So I get all these. I get this one, I get this one. I think that's it. I don't think there's any more. I get some minion life. I get a little bit of chaos res. I get chaos res on my jewels, and I get excuse me, I get chaos res on my jewels, any extra stat you need, and I also get increased energy shield, as you can see. I get more energy shield, some minion damage, all the zombies I can. I think I've got every zombie node, and then I get a 1 Spectre node, and then I've got the bones of Uller. I've got just rare gloves, Oxium, rare amulet, rare unset ring. I have a Vertex, I have a Prism Guardian, Void Eye with your Discipline, and then I've got an Ephemeral Edge. That's about it. Pretty simple. I'm using zombies with Violent Dead, and then you do need 1 Conqueror's Efficiency. With all that bullshit, I have 44 mana, which is enough to cast SRS inside of the Vertex. And then I have some Wrath, Hatred, Anger, Haste, Empower, Enlighten, +1 Socketed Gems. Very high gear, high level gear, very expensive gear. But the good news is that the only thing that's expensive is the chest plate and the gems in it. So if you wanted to just use a normal 6-socketed chest plate with maybe you know, these 3 and I don't know, Val Haste, Grace, maybe. Not sure what you'd want to do there. Let's call that Zeri's Fallen. I'm not sure. My Cannibal Fire Eaters died in the last Zeri fight to the double Flame Blast, which I haven't gotten in a long time. So I thought that was kind of funny. With your purities inside of the Prism Guardian, you get some pretty good res. And then you can sustain 20 minions. Without faster casting or spell. Again, normal Zeri. Not the most difficult boss fight in the world, but a good baseline. You don't really need to consider what specters I'm using. It's just the trash that spawns in that Zeri room during her minion phase. Because, like I said, my Cannibal Fire Eaters died. That was the wrong hole. You can use Flame Dash, you can use Whirling Blades, I'm using Shield Charge. You could even not use faster attacks and put a Val Haste here. And this link is just shield charge, flesh offering, convocation, and then I've got melee fizz, minion damage, raise zombie, multi-strike. The violent dead gives me an AoE. I really don't care about melee splash. You could take out the empower for clearing and use a melee splash, but it really just, it does not matter. The fucking titty bitch is really bad. The fucking titty bitch is atrocious. So we really want to kill her! Ah, fucking goddamn it. I hate the titty bitch so much. Titty bitch is not my friend. Don't face tank the titty bitch. Just don't do it. It's not worth your time. And, you know, make a portal when you face tank the titty bitch.
I need more mana.
The walk of shame. The reason why I didn't want to build around enemy weapon is because getting the skill effect duration node under the tree, under the Scion Star, is really awkward. I just don't want to bother with it. It's really RNG whether or not she kills you. I don't have any stun immunity, so if she does that fucking firestorm shit, then I'm dead. Necrovigil is trivial. It's not here, is it? No, it can't be. I didn't think so. I've done so many of these. It'd be the weirdest at Siri. It's a really good brawn. It's only 10% reduced intelligence and 6% increased strength. So I mean, I charge like 15-20 for it. NC, it's not worth pulling out for. But I'll probably sell it for that. 15-20 would be nice. I really would like to bait my zombies over here. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. I did not get the mirror. This is good. Oh shit. Fucking hate the mirror. Yeah, if they have Flame Blast crits, you're really screwed. So I think that's what I died to last time when I lost my hell yeah. But yeah, it's pretty fast. I got really lucky. I didn't have to do a ad phase. So yeah, that's just a really good RNG at Siri. So let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. Cario's influence. Let's tone the budget down. Hold on, let's see, how much is a 6-socket one? 6. Actually, I just need a 5-socket one. I just need, no, I just need 4, don't I? I just need 4. 4 sockets is 1 chaos. So let's take the budget way, way down. Way, way down. Way down. This is garbage tier budget now. I'll keep the 21 gems just because I don't feel like they're that gonna give you like that much of a difference. And then the trash tier. This is gonna, whoa, okay, yeah. Had to think really hard. So this is now, it's gone from a 25 anger to a 22 anger. And then, so this is the damage on a significant budget. This is very budget. And I think it actually gives us more mana. This even gives us more mana to work with. And he likes his boost there. Okay, so we've taken all the budget out of this build, or we've taken all the expense out. Just a normal Victorio's influence, 4-link. This vertex is maybe 20C at the start of the league, maybe. This ring, pretty expensive. You'll be hard pressed to find a comparable ring. This is fairly generic. The increased maximum energy shield and the energy shield roll are going to be hard to find together, but the life roll isn't out of the ordinary. And then these are trash unique. These gloves are pretty expensive actually, so you might be working with a little bit less ES than I have, and this is, you know, 20 30C depending on the league. We'll see what's going on here. Oxium crystal belt, sockets. Okay, so 5C now, so we're probably at 20 30 at the beginning of the league. Ephemeral edge is a trash unique, so yeah, we're talking, you know, 50 60. For good players, that's not too much of an investment. Son of a bitch. So we've toned the budget down all the way. Actually, let's see. Oh, one chaos. One chaos, apparently. 30 is a quick sell. Anyway. Sorry about that interruption. Excuse me. Oh yeah, domination doesn't work. Does warbands work? Beyond works. If you're wondering what you do with these, you 4-link them and get one off color, and then you veil them. That's what you do. They all work. So yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Hold on. Forgot about some things here. So this is okay. Yeah, this is all fine. This is not fine. So this would be a melee. Physical damage. Whoa. For what? I'm an idiot. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. What? Okay. Brawn. Sure. Ha! He knows. You could do multi-strike or melee fizz. I have to see which one gives more DPS, but I think it'd be melee fizz. Let's go, come on. Let's go. Jesus. What? He's probably loading. On his mom's HP. What the hell, dude? 4-link ones are 70C. Yeah, 4-link ones are 70C, so I might be able to get more, but I don't care. I really just don't give a flying fuck. Okay, so we need melee physical damage. Wait, am I already using minion damage? Yes, okay. Let's see. I have a pretty multi-strack. That's level 16. But I don't think that'll give me... We'll try it, we'll see. I don't think I've got a better multi-strike. Hold on, where'd that go? I do have a better multi-strike. Guess we'll just do that. I don't know how accuracy is calculated, because if it's calculated per use of the skill instead of like every hit of the skill, then that'd be really strong. But I don't know how accuracy is calculated because I'm a pleb. So that's going to be a significant DPS fall off there, in particular. Of course, you're not going to notice it in the trash. I don't think I have any more enlightened shenanigans. Let me double check. I don't think so though. Yeah. Okay. Make sure. It'd be really embarrassing if I went through all that. Yeah, it's really cheap. I had like a level 4 enlightened like snuck in somewhere. And even then, I mean, as long as you have 44 mana, you're fine. Anybody need a Harlequin mask? I've got some. Do I care? Oh. Cool. Alright. Excuse me. Bye. Later, bro. Yeah, we're having some ping issues here. Oh! Actually, I think Prism Guardian's expensive early league. Now that I think about it. And even if you can't find a vertex, like using a minion helm is perfectly fine. Yeah, +2 to socketed minion gems is fine. As long as you can get like a decent amount of ES. Hopefully I won't die like an idiot. Hopefully I really don't want to die like an idiot here. What did I turn off? I have no clue what I just turned off. Could not tell you what happened. What did I just fucking turn off? What? Okay, alright. What? Oh, I stood in the shit! Fuck! I stood in the shit! I stood in the stinky shit. I thought the stinky shit was gone. The stinky shit got me. That hurts. That makes me sad. Oh fuck, it's retarded.
I need more mana.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the heads up. This has turned into a very long video. If you don't want to run Spectres at all, you can get rid of these for rare boots, but the additional zombie does help. And you'll have much better ES. And you might need that in 3.0 since they're nerfing ES to ridiculous levels. Might be should just fucking I'm really upset about those. Not because I like having a defensive mechanic that makes sense, but I like having the reason why I like Energy Shield so much is because to get decent amount, like this is not an overpowered amount of hit points. I don't need to grab every single life node on the tree to get to a decent amount of hit points, and that's like the main good thing about Energy Shield. I think the leech interaction was kind of overpowered, like pretty overpowered. But leech in general is more of an issue there, and Energy Shield just like exacerbates it, right? So I think nerfing Energy Shield to the point of armor and evasion levels of effectiveness is kind of stupid. I think they need to make armor and evasion a much more interesting kind of mechanic than just have a thing that doesn't matter, I guess. Because armor, you know, who gives a shit about armor? You know, no one's building an armor-based tree. Oh, that's the mirror. That is the mirror. Yeah. Oh fuck, I'm retarded. Hopefully it's not the mirror again. Okay, we're good. Anyway, yeah, the leech interaction was definitely overpowered, but what was more overpowered was the that was a really good one. Was the or no, sorry. What wasn't as overpowered was the ability to gain a lot of hit points with minimal investment. I think that was really necessary, really, when you compare the state of life to Energy Shield in general, like just as a hit point and not like a defense, because that's what it becomes. You know, it's not EHP. It's literally it is a hit point that you must have to not die. It doesn't affect your life at all. It gives you more hit points. So I mean, the nerf from that angle as just pure hit points is it's outrageous. But as a defense specifically, okay, it makes more sense. You know, it's understandable. Anyway, that was a 60-70C early league budget kind of run through on a 4-link with 21 gems. Yes, but I mean, sorry, but the 21 gems really isn't, you know, it's not that big a deal. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's not helping me in any significant way compared to you know, your normal gems, your normal 20 gems. Yeah, 4-link DPS is pretty good. And then I'll have this just for shits and giggles, I guess. Yeah, it's really hard to really articulate myself on the ES nerfs because it's really such a sweeping change, and I think the best way to look at it is like from the perspective of like hit points and how reducing the amount of hit points you can get is really just kind of nerfing it into the ground to such an extent that I think it's just it's an over nerf, right? It's an overreach. It's not anything particularly. It doesn't like make an ES. It doesn't like. Doesn't really like change anything about the mechanic. The mechanic is still get a lot of hit points because getting life is hard, right? Like that's still the mechanic. And the mechanic itself is necessary because life is so difficult to get a lot of. It takes a lot of investment. And I compare life to the area of effect changes where, you know, the stated reason for the area of effect changes was because players felt like they had to spec into a lot of AoE, right? So that was the reason grinding gear games gave. But really, it was... Sorry, hard to articulate myself. If you compare that reasoning to any other mechanic in the game, and pick one, take life. Oh, we found that too many players were getting way too many life nodes, so we decided that we would just reduce the effectiveness of life nodes, so players didn't feel like they had to get a lot of them. Or energy shield. We felt like players were speccing too much into energy shield in the late game, so we reduced all of the sources of energy shield. It's like it doesn't make sense. It makes absolutely no sense. If you nickel and dime a stat that's hard to get, you should be able to eventually have a very effective end result in relation to that stat. It'd be like, it's like Flat Fizz. Oh, we found melee characters were getting too much Flat Fizz, so we nerfed the effectiveness of Flat Fizz after a certain point. That's not how it works. That's a logical misstep. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't improve the game. It doesn't make the game any more interesting. It doesn't help build diversity, right? It is a frustrating, unnecessary change. And my last word on this build in particular is that breaches are really hard. It's not a very good breach build. Yeah. So that was my build showcase and rant on Poe defenses. I like this build a lot. I play a lot of minion builds. I've got fucking shitloads of them. I've got like 7 necromancers or something like that. Probably closer to 4 or 5 actually. But I play a necromancer every league as my league starter, and this is probably the strongest one I've created. And the most budget one probably that I've created, because it doesn't really need any expensive uniques beyond Prism Guardian and the Vertex. And hold on, Peely, the Vertex price history. Let's see, PoEprices.info. See if this even loads. God damn it. Let's try this. This is all unique items. Okay, price in leagues. It went from Legacy. It went from 0.25 exalts in April, and it stabilized to there. So 0.25 is about 25 chaos, depending on the price of an X. And then in hardcore, it's a lot more. So if you're playing this in hardcore, which I don't recommend, because you just can't get enough ES for it to be really effective, it's going to be way more expensive. But then again, you know, everything is more expensive in hardcore, so take it or leave it, right? That's the build. I like it. You can play it with specters or zombies. Just use Unending Hunger versus Violent Dead. And hope you enjoyed it.